Hello again, whiskey friends. Thanks for joining everybody for another Whiskey Wednesday. Today is week 3 of our favorite pours of 2025 blind tournament, adding our own flavor to March Madness this year. And we have none other than Tom the Bourbon Jerk backstage to help us out with today's blind flight, where we will elevate one of the last 8 pours left. I'll go over what is still left in the tournament and what has moved on thus far, but it is shaping up to be a pretty interesting Final Four. So thank you for joining today, whiskey friends. Let's kick off the show. All right. Well, we got a full lineup here tonight. We've got all of our pours already lined up here. So let's get Kelsey and Darrell on. We'll have a few updates, and then we'll pull Tom on. So first, let's start out with Kelsey. Kelsey, man, how you doing today, buddy?
Oh, making it. We had fun this weekend at the Turk's house and drank some really good whiskey and Armagnac and all kinds of fun stuff. So I can tell you, I'm excited for you guys to try all that we kind of narrowed stuff down to. So it will be interesting, to say the least, because there were some really different profiles, and all of them are really good. It just depends on the direction we want to go. So there were some ultra-aged bourbons still there that we tasted. There were some wheat whiskeys that were there that we tasted that were both their distillate and in MGP, as well as some great Tennessee bourbon of their own distillate. So it'll be interesting. So it should be fun.
So to clue everybody in on that one, I think we can say the quiet part out loud. I think the Tennessee bourbon part of it is probably a good clue. Yeah. But the Turks and Kelsey were at Old Dom this past weekend. Now, originally, we had a whole plan to get everyone together to do the pick all at the same time. Life things happened, unfortunately, to most of the group. So it was left, unfortunately, for Kelsey and the Turks to do all the hard lifting and taste through all the samples to find the best ones for us. So looking forward to getting into that this weekend, though, Kelsey. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do with all those remnants there.
Clark already texted me today. He's like, "Did you guys make a decision yet?" I said, "No." Decision. Yeah, I said they get most of them will get the samples Thursday. Some will get them Friday, and then hopefully by the weekend, Monday at the latest, we'll have something for you. So it's basically they're holding all of those barrels, so nobody else can choose them. So
anyway, potentially barrels plural. Ooh.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll keep everybody posted by next week on what we come up with. Now, Darrell, I don't think you've gotten your box yet. How excited are you to get into these Old Doms?
I am pretty excited, man. I think mine come Friday. I believe I was looking earlier today to check tracking. I believe it said it was the 4th. No, not the 4th. Whatever tomorrow is. Not tomorrow. Jeez, can't even keep track of days. Today's Wednesday. 2 more days. The 3rd, I believe, is when it's scheduled to be here. So yeah, really, really excited, man. Got some Hewlin stuff over there. 2014 guys on there. 2015. Yep. Some crazy.
Careful with any barrel numbers or anything.
Yeah. So old stuff.
So yeah, can't wait.
We got old Dom stuff to choose from. We've got old MGP stuff to choose from. It's interesting. You might actually get a sequel to both the Sweet Kelvin of Mine and the High Ride Drifter all at once. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but
possibilities.
We'll keep everybody posted. We'll know more truly by next week. So we'll keep everyone posted on that. And then we'll probably try to get together, Saturday or Sunday. Darrell's going to get his box on Friday, and then we're going to get a picture of Darrell already getting into the samples. And he's going to be like, well, I only took a little bit of each one, guys. Gosh.
I wouldn't do such a thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, April 3rd, it says for me.
I did have to share some sad news with you.
What?
So they will not probably have single barrel bourbon again until 2029.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. So wait, is that included the Tennessee whiskey?
No, just the single barrel bourbons.
So the 44% rye.
The 44% rye. Because the cask strength has been selling so well, and they're having to use their 6, 7, and 8 year barrels. And so even if they did single barrels, it would be like 6-year-old, and doesn't make sense for them to put out a 6-year-old product and have their cask strength product be older than their single barrels. And so anyway, I was kind of surprised, but also not, because I know how good their cask is. So
that sucks. Yeah, so I think they got labels, but that's the one that we really like that he gave us initially. The cask strength.
Oh yeah.
Our pick, basically.
Yeah.
Damn.
Only other quick news here, but I know a lot of people are waiting for shipments to start going out on shared pour, me included. Did talk to them today and said, we should have things worked out by the weekend. You should start seeing movement come Monday. So we're all in the same boat. We'll keep an eye on it, but sorry, everybody's still waiting for their packages. I still can't wait to get into the Mash and Journey walleye and Silver Springs as well. Of course, Darrell's over there sipping on his walleye, sending us pictures all the time. But we'll keep you posted as we hear more on that too. But stay patient. If you see anything that says canceled, don't believe it. That's just the label part of it. They'll check out a new label. They've got to work through all their shipping stuff. All right. Well, that is enough updates here. Why don't we get Tom on and get this party started? So let's
do it.
Bring in our special guest, Tom, the Bourbon Jerk.
What's up,
buddy?
It's good to be here with you guys.
It's good to see you again. I hope to see you in person sometime soon.
Yeah, it's been a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Was it freaking October?
I did get to meet this guy this weekend.
Ernest.
We got to meet up at Buster's and hang out for a few minutes. So Ernest, it was great to hang out with you and drink some whiskey with you.
Mr. Peacock.
What's up, Jason?
All right. I need. Sorry.
Let's see.
Go ahead, buddy.
What are you getting into?
No, I just need a book and a pen.
There you go. Well, Tom, what's been keeping you busy lately?
I've been doing more streams of late. Actually got a stream lined up tomorrow that I'm pretty excited about. I don't know if you guys follow Artfully Bourbon. If not, come hang out for a bit, get to know these guys. You specifically, Jeff, because part of what I'm interested in is how they really seem to be killing the algorithm right now. So seem like cool guys. Their content is amazing. Don't know them, so I'm looking forward to chatting them up, hanging out, and they're going to sip through a blind flight that I gave them.
Nice.
Very cool.
What day is that, Tom?
Yeah,
that's tomorrow night, 7:30.
tomorrow.
Thursday. Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. 7:30 EST. You'll find the thumbnail out there. It's got a big AB on it too for the Artfully Bourbon. Cheers, Brian. Yeah, it's something on my. You've been doing a good job of this overall for a while, but there's a whole different group of people that are doing this now, and they're not necessarily part of Jason's family tree or the Junkies family tree, however they came up. They're springing up from different places, and my algorithm doesn't even find some of these people. Like, my front page doesn't even barely give me any whiskey content. So that's probably part of my own fault on what I'm clicking on, what I'm not. But man, my YouTube homepage is like, you wouldn't even know I'm a whiskey fan.
I have the one that's all whiskey tube. So, it does help narrow it down. But like you said, there's a lot of us out there. And just, in our kind of orbit, like, Dan and you guys and Jason and the junkies, like, that fills up a good portion of my feed. But then occasionally you'll see something that catches your eye and you're like, oh, that looks interesting. And, that's, how I got, down that rabbit hole with those guys. I saw one of their videos on the suggested, I saw how many views it got. And I was like, what? That can't be right. Then I started watching. I was like, oh my goodness. There's a lot more of us out there. And it's always cool to meet other people that have common interests. So we'll see how that goes.
Most definitely.
What's up, Marty Party?
Hey, Marty.
Cheers, Marty.
Marty.
All right. Highlighting some people here. Cheers to everybody that I've highlighted so far. Got the Bourbon Coach.
Cheers, Coach.
John Cloud. Cheers, buddy.
John.
Dana's in here. I better say hello to Dana or I'll be in trouble.
Cheers, Dana.
Did you get her a pour yet or no?
Not yet. She's not back yet from getting the kids, but we'll see if she's up for one. Got Katie in here. And Richie Z.
What's up, buddy? Good to see you in here.
What's up, buddy?
Cheers, everybody.
Man.
All right. Well,
we ready to
should we dive in here? I think so. I think it's time.
Yours looks dark. Actually, I guess mine is kind of dark too.
Oh,
should be the same color theoretically.
So,
right? Just looks dark.
Glass A here. If you go over to Patreon, you can see the bottles that are still left in the
Yes,
tournament.
do not show that right now, or Darrell's going to try to.
I should not show that right now.
As he's clicking it.
I know. What I thought about putting it in chat, but maybe we'll just keep Tom completely blind.
Keep me completely blind too. And Darrell,
I was watching. Maybe it was your first week, and I saw the complete list. But I mean, that's a few weeks ago, and I have.
If you want to put it up, I'll just
memory anyhow.
put my head down for a little bit.
I don't want to know. I don't want
I'm
to know.
not going to cheat. I'll put my head down if Tom wants to see it.
Well, that's a good one to start with. I can tell you that.
Heck yeah. Loving this on the nose.
So I did have a couple of surprises this past week. This was the biggest one.
GT.
Oh man,
Is that a GTS? That
Yeah.
isn't a GTS. Or is that just the paper and there's something else?
We already got into it because I could see this. Look
Ah, look at that.
Is that the
Is that
25
the,
or 142?
It's the 142.
I mean, well, you already cracked it. Do you like it? A lot of people gave it a ton of flack.
I love it, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very complex. Like at first crack, it needs air. Just like any other barrel proof would need air. This needs air too.
What did I just drink?
But it gets very, very sweet the longer it sets. But the very kickoff, the proof and the you can tell it's a hefty pour, but the nose on it to begin and the nose when you finish it is completely different. The nose when you begin is very much like the bottom floor Rickhouse oak at Buffalo Trace. Like if you've walked in that one room they took us in with the bottom floor and walk in there and smell, that's what it smells like. But then once you let it sit for about 20 minutes, it gets super dark and rich, almost like a buried stew. I mean, it's really, really, really dense and thick. Thick in the mouth, Katie Jerk. The other one is this one.
Nice.
Wow. What proof?
127.2, I believe. There was 2 different batches this year. Yeah, 127.2.
I think they're
Okay.
13.
So
That's the one that I had recently.
Jason has the other one, 127.4.
That's what Todd sent me a sample of, 127.4. I think that's tomorrow's video, actually.
So the 127.4 is a little sweeter. This one is more baking spices. So a little bit different. But yeah, the Stag was a gift, which was very, very nice gift. So
Sounds like a good weekend of hunting.
Yep, it was. Man, this is really good.
That's good. I don't remember.
I haven't
drinking
taken a sip yet.
like this. Oh, I did.
It
I get some type
already
of finish,
changing
but
a
I don't
bit.
remember putting anything finished in there. This is good though.
This is hitting you as finished?
Yeah, like I get it may not be, but I get like a dark berry note right at the tail end.
Yeah.
Which brings up my like red wine finish radar, but I don't know if we threw anything in there that was like
I don't think we have anything that's like truly finished in there.
I could bottle guess this.
So
wait, I don't know if I don't want to start guessing, but I don't know if we ruled that out yet. But there is something finished in our flight that has multiple finishes in our top whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Always fun to hang out with you guys, Ethan and Katie. I missed out on a lot of fun.
I think this is the perfect one to start with. The nose changed on me quite a bit. I was just kind of exploring the nose for quite a bit. It came off dark initially, but then more light as time went on, getting more of these berries and even like something into a stewed apple or a stewed pear.
Ooh, pear's a good call out on that.
See, I'm getting less with the fruits and more with like the dusty oak and
I get that.
At first, it was almost like peanut flour. Like I thought, okay, maybe this is a bean, but that dissipated right away. And then more.
Too good to be a bean product.
Depends on the bean product, Kelsey. Right up front, though, on the nose is all that dusty, like funky, like rickhouse oak.
It's got a good proof point on it. I'm gonna say close to 120.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's even hotter than that.
Yeah,
really? Shit. I think my proof.
My second tip, it hits a lot harder than the first.
I was drinking some high proof stuff earlier today, man. So I'm probably a little jacked. I was messing around at Copper and Cast today, Kelsey.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I left with some gifts. I got some gifts.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How's Ty doing, Tom?
Ty, I was telling Jeff he's getting real busy with trying to get into like internships and video stuff at the university. So he's kind of having less time to spend doing this with me, which is why I'm trying to learn a little bit more of the production stuff, which is it's a pretty steep learning curve if you don't know anything. At the same time, I'm like, I've been doing this almost 3 years. I got to know something, right? And,
well, here's the thing that'll like blow your mind is when you watch Jason do his live and watch all that he does in the midst of doing his live. It blows my mind how he keeps up with all that stuff.
Yeah,
he's constantly analyzing whiskey, moving stuff around, highlighting chats, responding to chats. I mean, I don't know how he does it.
There's a lot of moving parts, and you know, there's been a few streams where I did them on my own, but I didn't do like giveaways, so I didn't have to keep track of certain things. So we'll see how tomorrow goes, but yeah, I'm trying to learn a little bit more of the technical stuff.
Thanks, get with Ethan on super chats and stuff like that. He's got a tool that he managed himself where it keeps track for you. You don't have to do anything. So
I see he's at experience beats internships, Tom. Tell him to fix his priorities. He actually has to do certain things in order to meet the requirements for his degree. So there is that aspect. Ethan.
So
having a good cohort too in that particular field is going to be important for him too. So
this just keeps changing on the nose. Does it keep changing on yours? To me,
I think so. There's some good layering going on this one.
Oh shit!
Are you on the second one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just still on the first one. Should I move on to the second one?
Yeah, I just kind of pushed through for a bit.
All right, I'll leave a good bit of A to come back to it.
As we said at the top, you know, Darrell isn't always the most patient one. You know, he's got whiskey in front of him. He needs to drink it.
He's already done.
Sip it.
Now, when it comes to making a decision at the end, then you know,
then he likes to take his time.
I've been getting better. I've been getting better. It depends on how close the flight is. If there's a standout, then I'm locked in off the jump. Oh, that first sip though looks.
Now, we mentioned copper and cask. That is picked. Now, I think what we say bottling in maybe May. So
May, yep. First
June,
week of May.
First week of May. So it might be a June release, just to set expectations there. When we do talk about copper and cask. But why don't I guess I can show this. I mean, it's already on the label, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. He gets the final.
There we go.
Tomorrow, but
So maybe I'll have to take out the Ford logo when they try to go for approval. We'll see. But here is the sticker for the upcoming copper and cask. If you didn't know, when we went to Rhode Island, we didn't know if we were going to make it or not because essentially that hurricane blizzard hit, right before the weekend before we were going. And even to the night before that we were about to show up at this Airbnb, our Airbnb host was like, the street's not cleared yet, but I'm sure it'll be good by tomorrow.
it absolutely wasn't. It was so bad.
And I can totally see Dan wearing shorts and flip flops.
Oh, he was.
And he
absolutely was. But when we picked him up at the airport, he was in shorts and flip flops.
He was stepping in slush and sandals. I'm like, what are we doing? This guy never fails with him. Oh man,
So,
drove a little van similar to that up here, man. Like, it was a fun few days, especially to have these guys in my neck of the woods.
Ethan was cursing Darrell's name when they got stuck in New York.
Yep.
And then,
no more picks in Rhode Island in February. Only in the summer.
All right.
Man, B's a game changer.
It's way different than A.
This is just like
there's a big clue right here on the glass where it keeps hanging around.
Man,
no,
if you know, you know.
But I think, I think we threw that bottle in. I can't help but guess. It's like.
What's interesting is I like the palate of B better, but I love the nose on A.
B is more crushable.
Yeah.
Guessing
I
that's
think I
lower
knew.
proof.
God, that just hits thick. Like.
Mm-hmm.
It hits like something like a special release. Like it's just so balanced and oaky, and I'm trying to think what we put in that would. Wait, fuck! Did we put that bottle in? Oh, we may have.
Look at all these speculators.
That's
Man,
that's yummy. That's
this
good.
one's going to be a lot harder, guys. I'm telling you, in the last couple of weeks.
Ooh, that's good.
I moved to C, and holy crap, that's good.
Move to C.
A little bit.
I'm still analyzing B. Man,
Some of us are, quicker to
We're back
gather
to
all this stuff.
I'm actually there.
I'm not saying that I'm better at it. I'm just saying that I'm probably just more decisive.
C is actually darker than B. In B, I think, if it's what I think it is, it actually holds up. Well,
See, Darrell, you said A seemed fruity to you.
A on the back end, yeah, seemed
Okay.
fruity. Up front, I get that same dusty, funky, like rickhouse note that you get. But on the tail end of the back of the palate, I get like dark berries, which make me think that it's finished in some type of red wine, something.
See, I definitely get more berry influence on B than I did A.
On A, okay.
I will say, though, B has a brighter fruit, even though that it's dark berry. It's brighter than A.
It was one of the words I wrote down was bright.
I don't really care for C.
Really?
yeah, bright cherry on B. That's what I get. It's like a brighter cherry.
I got the pencil shaving note.
I'm getting a
on
hot
C?
stilly note on C.
On
Are you
C.
getting?
No, I'm not getting pot still. I'm getting like young oak. Not saying that the whiskey's young, but I get that young oak influence, that pencil shaving type. Double oak thingy. You know what I mean? Like when when four.
I don't get pencil shaving. I think it's more like a toasted profile to me.
That's what I'm. Yeah, like that double four gate thing, like toasted.
Yeah,
I get that, but that reminds me of what I say is like kind of. Like
I got you.
Note. Was that Tom?
I was gonna say I get like cinnamon or almond on C.
On C,
at least on the nose.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I can't get past that note. I'll take another sip because I did kind of like have water prior. We'll see if the second sip's better, but I don't really care for that.
It's okay. It's not my favorite, but
I think we're stepping down in proof too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
that'll be one to revisit.
I'm really curious what that is for it to be in this.
This one
in this competition.
There's almost no finish on this after the first two.
Oh wait, no, we didn't throw that. I don't know. Let me stop. I know what it reminds me of, but I don't think we threw it in. So
oh yeah, you just gotta let that one sit on your tongue for a little bit.
Yeah. It makes me just.
I think the lower proof aspect of it puts it in a little bit of a different position after A and B, but it's still really oily. It just takes time for that to kind of ride its way through.
It's too much of that toasted double barrel vibe for me.
I agree with you, Darrell. Like even letting it sit on my tongue that time, it accentuates that more. Even
I get like this bitter. I get a bitter oak
mm-hmm.
on the back of my palate that I'm not digging. Like it's not sweet. Like I like sweet. Like I don't necessarily need sweet bourbons, but there's like no sense of sweetness for this. It's just like bitter. Like the nose isn't bad, but it's just like it's just bitter oak for me.
I'm wondering how much the influence of A and B has on that though, too.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah. It's not. It's an easy third for me.
Yeah.
Compared to the first two. But like Jeff said, if you let it sit on your tongue for a minute, that proof starts to come through a bit more than the first sip or so.
Are you getting that toasted tannin note that he's talking about, Tom?
That's possible. I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly how I would describe it, but that kind of tracks. Yeah, almost like more almond or something. Yeah, I could.
I get the almond on the nose a lot. Like that was a great call out on the nose, but I don't get as much of the almond on the palate. It comes across, like Darrell said, the very first thing I thought of was the toasted aspect of it, kind of being a younger toast or like they tried to toast it and didn't leave it in there long enough or whatever, so it came across real green.
The longer it sits, the better it is, I guess, on the mouth. But it's an easy third so far. I haven't tried D yet, but
I get that almond paste. That's how I would describe that, Tom. Like a apple dipped in almond paste, and then whatever would cause that extra layer of char on it. You let it roll around the barrel in a little bit as you scooped it in your mouth.
Ooh.
Do you guys ever throw chestnuts in an oven?
Mm-mm.
Roasted chestnuts now, like that. Like
only on an open fire. Only on.
I thought that was a movie quote or something for it. Like what?
No,
what?
Roasted chestnuts are great, and this reminds me of it's like that almond / like literally you open up the oven as you got the damn chestnut sitting on like a little bacon pan, dude. You can just get hit with that whiff. Like it's a nice nose, just the palate doesn't track for me.
Ooh.
So I think we got a two-way race right now. Let's see if D can enter the picture.
Oh, nose is pretty awesome on D.
Yeah, it is.
The color is dark on D. I think that's the darkest one.
Look at that. Look at that color.
Cheers.
It was weird. The first nose that I had on D reminded me of Copenhagen snuff, which was weird. I was like, how am I getting Copenhagen snuff on that? But it did. It hit me strong like that.
I swear I'm getting like root beer or something.
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah. Got a strong note of
cola. Yeah. root beer, even to the Dr. Pepper, because there's some
God, look at those.
there's some
legs.
cherry or something going on there, but that'd be like
Look at
more
the
of
legs,
the
dude. Holy shit,
cherry
that?
going into
that thing looks nice.
like a soda type of a cherry, not like a cherry in of itself, like the cherry flavoring.
Are there ryes in this pool?
Yes,
Okay.
There are
there could be.
Getting a little
We don't know
mint.
for sure if it's in this flight, but there are
getting a
there
lot
are
of
guys.
mint.
Yeah, so there's some mint in there after the first pop of like, cola or root beer for me. Maybe a high rye
Whoa.
bourbon or just a rye.
Man, you ain't joking on that. That was the first thing that stuck out to me was that
Ooh,
really bright mint note.
what the heck is that? All right, yeah, C's the one I'm voting off because this is better than that. Holy crap!
Yeah, C's definitely the one to go first for me. I'm putting the whiskey
Yeah,
saint
that's easy.
on it so that it knows that it's out of here.
That first sip of D was nice.
The next three are going to be a lot harder to go through to try to decipher for me.
Shit, dude.
I'm gonna need
It
to.
is wild.
Yeah,
What the heck? It's got
'Cause
like a mix. It's like a hodgepodge, right? It has the oak. It seems like it has a decent amount of age. It kind of has the fruit and like berry influence that I like. The proof point sits nice. It's super
Yeah, it's
viscous, dude. Like the freaking like halo effect. Look at that, dude. Around the top of my glass, like it's freaking nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what the heck this is though. Like it doesn't really drink familiar, and I know like some of the stuff that we threw in I haven't specifically had. So I don't know if this is one of those or not. It would be funny if it's something I threw in and I can't tell. But
I just can't think of anything with a combination of like a root beer, cola, and mint that comes to my mind.
dude, this is nice. All right, so
what's interesting is the balance
Yeah.
between all of them, right? It's not that one really like barrels your palate with it. It changes as you drink it, and it's very balanced. It's not like one sticks out above the other. It's really interesting.
dude,
Well, we
wow.
are at 8:32. So think through if you have to, but it is time to vote one off of the
I got
island.
mine.
I gotta make my grid here still.
Dude,
Now, before we do that, actually, just in case it comes up, I do need a ranking of the noses in particular.
tell you it's not C.
So give me your full rankings of the nose. And that way we don't fall into a trap of another potential tie.
BAC. I mean BADC.
B being number one.
Yes.
Okay. BADC.
Move my fan. It's blowing.
Man.
You want a ranking of the four with the nose only, Jeff?
4 on nose only. It's only for a tiebreaker, just in case we end up being split at the end. We forgot to do that last week, and then Toby just got to pick one, I think is what we did.
All right, well, I'll give you mine here. The noses is DBAC.
Okay. Man, we're kind of all over the place. I'm going to go
Oh shit.
A, B, D, C.
Do me a favor, nose D, then nose A. Let me know if you get like banana bread on A after nose and D. Or maybe it's just me. Like I get like a banana vibe.
I don't know if it's banana bread. It goes
Oh man, B.
towards a baked goods route a little bit in comparison, but not necessarily. I wouldn't say banana bread.
It reminds me more of like a pumpkin bread with vanilla on it, vanilla icing, kind of a vibe.
Yeah, I can see that.
A and B smell very similar to me right now.
Wow. Okay.
Like they
Yeah,
like
B has changed a little.
they almost smell like the same distillery. Like, and they're probably completely not. Wait. No, actually, I know what B is. So it's definitely the same distillery.
Sure, you do.
What's funny is D gives me the Driftless Glen vibes, but I know we don't have one in there. But it kind of reminds me of that Driftless Glen rye type of a profile where it can get kind of really interesting. That's what it reminds me of.
B-A for nose. B-A-D-C.
Okay, so you're the same as Kelsey. All right.
B-A-D-C.
For that makes it easy. If there is a tie, we'll have a tiebreaker. Okay. So now that I know that, Tom, I'm going to put you in the hot seat here. Which one are you voting off first?
Oh, C, easy.
Let's go around the world. I guess it's to me then if I do that.
Yeah.
C as well. Yes. C is
Everybody
out.
voted C. God damn, B.
C.
Yep.
Oh, man. Wow. I'm surprised that's...
So I do think C is probably the old Dom 8 year, by the way.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, is that what's
Makes
giving
sense.
it that freaking double oak freaking vibe that I get?
It makes sense for the
I
lower
remember it
proof,
being
and
so
it is double
good,
oaked.
I
Not that they
remember
say
being
that.
So good.
That by
remember
itself
being
is
dark.
really good, but I think it hindered the A and B really affected that.
Yeah, it's more of a victim of the context than anything else, I think.
You may be right.
We'll see if I'm right.
I think
But
you're right.
it fits the proof. It's got the
Yeah.
double oak vibe, though they didn't say that was double oaked on the label. We talked
Yeah.
about that during the interview. But being 100 proof and where it landed in the flight, I think that was a rough pool. If I'm right.
But what's... All right.
I'm saying it now so that when I do the reveal a half hour from now, you won't even remember that I said it, and then I'll just move on. I'll
I
dance
remember
around.
Like 20 minutes, right? So
Yeah. We'll forget by then.
This is
At
going
least
to be
I
tough,
will.
dude.
This next vote's pretty pivotal.
I don't-
Pivotal. There we go.
pivotal.
There we go.
Just make
I got it out eventually. I might be split from y'all, but we'll see.
The nose
Oh yeah,
and
I know there's more people in here now than at the front of the hour. But if you are waiting for a delivery on shared pour, and you got any type of cancellation notice on the label, that's just the label, not the order. We've been told they're trying to work it through this weekend, so hopefully we all get new labels by Monday. But we're all in the same boat here.
Dude, what is that?
Well, some of us are.
I know. He already got his dang walleye.
I got all of my Silver Springs.
You didn't get the walleye?
No.
How do you like it compared to the one we did, Darrell? Close? They're all good.
They are. And that's what I love about that, right? Because they're affordable. It's like Silver Spring, right? Just buy them all because you know they're all going to be good, but some will be better. Same thing with the walleye single barrels. Just buy every single one because they're all bangers. But that's good. Ours is more brighter and citrus forward, tropical. That's like darker with a mix of tropical. Like it's way darker than ours on the palate.
And it might open up a little bit or change too, I think. But did you see that they've got another walleye? If you go to the New Holland site, in one of the guys in my Patreon group mentioned it. He was just there. They've actually got a collab with Journeyman, and then it's under the walleye label. It's a collaboration with Journeyman, which is another distillery here in Michigan.
Yeah.
And then I think it's finished in a brandy barrel. So it's the Walleye Run distillate mixed with Journeyman distillate and then finished.
So both distillates?
Yeah.
Ooh,
and then they also kind of announced that they're going to do a little bit of like a joint operating thing here in Michigan between New Holland and Journeyman, because Journeyman's got the space and maybe not the demand, and I think New Holland's got the demand and not necessarily the space. So it kind of seems like a tit for tat type thing.
Gotcha.
But I've got one coming. It's available on the site if you want to look at it.
On Walleyes or Journeyman's? I mean, sorry,
What's that?
New Holland's site?
New Holland's website, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Be like...
Okay, I'm down to a 2-way race.
Dude, I get like strawberries. What am I getting on B, dude? Like, oh my God. Dude, it's like... what is this? It's a strawberry. Oh,
Man.
So, Swiss rolls. But the opposite, the white cake one with the strawberry.
You got the red pink cream.
Strawberry version of the chocolate Swiss roll.
Okay.
Swiss roll. I can't even say it right. That's what I got off the nose of B right now. Going back to it, dude. Oh, yo.
This is a pretty funny flight in retrospect.
Dude, I love everything about B. All right, let me taste D again because, dude, these three are really, really close for me. Really close. Haven't even been looking at chat.
I'm ready for another elimination, and I think this one is so close that we should put our guest in the hot seat.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Oh my God, dude!
I really like all three of these, and they're all very different.
So
we'll give you 2 minutes, Tom, but this is going to set the stage here. I think we need to let Tom set the stage.
All right,
it's an important vote.
I'm going to go off what I'm tasting now, but also on my initial notes. A seems to be the most complex and layered. Viscous, very caramel forward for me. Dusty, funky. I don't get any of those berry notes, though. Maybe I'm just like not as adept at picking them out as Darrell.
Is that A you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I move on to B, and I do get some of the berry stuff.
Sorry.
are you guys getting a? Can you go to A real fast, Jeff, and see if you get a Tootsie Roll note?
Oh.
Let me see that.
Shit. Oh, sorry. Oh man.
It's on the nose.
I don't know.
Oh God.
I think you could say it's even mid palate into the finish too. I understand the angle.
I'm getting Tootsie Roll on that.
Yep.
So
all right, Jeff. I can get there whenever you're ready. There you go.
here's the one he's talking about is the fisherman. So
Naked Bark and
Ah, that's fun.
yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Fisherman's. Where am I looking at?
Right here,
Far left.
far left.
Yeah, Walleye Run Whiskey Batch. Fisherman Batch.
Yep. It's a collaboration with Journeyman Distillery. I couldn't get all of the thing on one there. I just wanted you to be able to see the batch and all of that. So
I think it's batch 1, but yeah, blended and aged in brandy and toasted oak cask.
pretty interesting.
So, one thing in that description here, and let me know if I'm describing this right, because I got into a debate with somebody recently. I don't think it was on our stream, but we were talking about the difference between a copper pot still and a pot still, because we were saying that walleye doesn't have the typical pot still note, and I was trying to be like, no, we've seen their equipment. It's not a copper pot still. It's literally a pot still. And we were trying to like explain the differences there in the tasting. Like, don't react to that term and think something, because it's totally different when it comes to walleye. I can't remember when I had that conversation, but I had that conversation recently, and they explicitly say there that first line was pot stilled, but it means something different. One's copper, one's not. I agree. I agree with that. I know that's like an obvious kind of thing to say, but
yeah, but it's not shaped the same.
Associate them together.
Yeah, and it's not shaped the same. It looks like a big metal drum. It's not shaped like a copper pot still is normally. almost
No cow.
onion style looking type of thing.
The bulbous.
Yeah, it's not like that at all. It's just like a big old like round column. That's it. But it's short and squatty.
All right. Well, Tom.
All right, Jeff. So here's what I'm going to say. So as much as I like D, and it is really good, especially dig that like root beer type cola vibe I get at the beginning, but it does have that mintiness that I don't typically love. And, you know, when something this close, I just look for something that maybe doesn't measure up to the other two. So for me, D would be the one that I vote off next.
All right.
Dude,
I knew that would be consequential, which is why I put Tom in the pole position. I'm going to go reverse clock this time and now go to Darrell.
as much as I like D. Me? No. As much as I like D, I think I vote that one, but I think it's probably the most unique of the flight. And I don't know what the heck it is, which is bothering me. But A and B for me just hit the right spots. So yeah, my vote's D, man. Although I really like D.
Yep, same here.
Kelsey.
I'm going to follow suit. I'm going to go D. I love it. It's very, very interesting. I love the cola / root beer notes that are coming off of it. But like I said, A and B are really, really close to me. Like it's going to be hard choice for me to pick between those two.
Yeah,
I'm going to break trend, and I am going to put out A.
Really? You're smoking crack.
So you got B and D? Yeah.
Was it that funky, dusty stuff that?
When I go head to head between A and D, there's something about there's the potential double oaked finished nature of A comes across more and more artificial to me. So that becomes more of the turnoff than what's maybe happening to the rye elements on D. I find D to be more interesting ride through and through.
That's funny. Sometimes you need a little help. What can I say? Squatty potty.
What you ask, Kelsey? Sorry.
Oh, I was responding to this one.
Oh, squatty potty.
I said sometimes you need a little help. The squatty potty helps.
Help with the squats.
Man, that's interesting. The nose between D and B gets similar and similar as you compare them too.
I think Jeff might be broken.
Oh man.
One's clearly older than the other. All right. Well, let's give it 2 more minutes here if you got to do an A-B comparison. And then as we go through that, I mean, Tom, do you got any other picks lined up? What's kind of in your future in that realm of things?
Not a whole lot. I'm going to go to Evernorth the first week of May. That's the only other thing I really got lined up. Jeff, you guys going to make it up to Michigan at all this year, you think? Or
Dan has it in his heart to get Dusty Dan, to be specific, since I could be referring to different Dans in the story, wants to get back to Michigan and Evernorth. So whether that would include both New Holland and Evernorth or anything in between, we'll have to figure that out by the end of the. I mean, hopefully come August would be the area, but we'll have to talk that through.
What's interesting is like with Evernorth, they're indicating that they're full for like the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So that's wild, but who knows? People cancel things like that. Things open up, but just to have them say that this early in the year, I'm like, oh my god! And the local stores do go bonkers for their stuff. So I mean, I guess it kind of tracks.
Which is great.
I got my.
I would be interested to see if there's somewhere else here that you guys might be interested in doing a pick, like Pingree or Journeyman or something.
Not a fan of Journeyman. Not a fan.
No?
No. It comes across like antiseptic. Like, I don't know how, like.
They have a lot of different things.
Anyway, but
So
like
maybe you just haven't found one you like.
Yeah, well, and I've tried, the one that I liked the most was Silver Cross.
Okay.
I tasted most of your stuff, and there's one that Stu sent me that was a single barrel sample that I liked, but which was the Corsets Whips and whatever, but their normal stuff, like their shelter stuff, not
Yeah, if you can get a pick of a corset, those are good. I've had a few others that I've liked, but then there's some other stuff that it's just okay. But no, I get what you're saying. It's not on the same level as some of the other places.
It just has a weird note to it. I don't know how to describe it or what it is, but every one that I've ever tasted, except for the pick, had like a. It's almost like a cleaner note, but in not like the most off-putting way possible. I don't know. It's just odd. I can't describe it.
I've had inconsistent bottles of Journeyman, even from the exact same label. Darrell, your microphone went crazy. I don't know which one it switched to. I don't know if everybody else is getting that.
I can check. Sorry. Give me one sec.
Get a little feedback or something.
Yeah, it's still on the actual mic in front of me. Does it sound bad?
No, it's fine now.
I've seen that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
But even with Journeymans, with like the Whips and Chains release, like some of those I love, and some of those were too crafty for me. I've never figured out what the difference is. If it's the barrel or how they're distilling, or just the different years, and maybe they figured something out as it went. But
I think
Stu knows there's a Journeyman
they get honey barrels of the corsets, and those are the ones that Minnick was entering or Minnick was tasting when he was giving them the awards. And we have had some really good single barrels. What sets them apart is usually they've got a red top, whereas like the batch ones have a black top. So if you find a red top corsets, you might be onto something real special. If not, I mean, their batched versions to me are really good.
Yep, red wax, and that's what Stu gave me with his custom sticker that I didn't.
There you go.
That I didn't know was a custom
on the side of it or something.
So yeah, it's got some stats on the side and everything.
Nice. Okay, so that's a pick.
Yep.
Novi Party Store. Yeah, they do some good picks.
But yes, it took me a while to figure out that Stu put that sticker there, and it wasn't part of the label. I was like, that's an interesting choice for a label.
Is that an older pick, Stu, or is that somewhat recent?
Well, yeah, I mean, this one Stu gave me like 3 years ago at this point.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think I've seen a red topper in a while.
I baby this one. This one's just mine. Mm-hmm. No one else gets this but me, Stu. I love this one.
I get it because I have it right over there.
But
I actually may have a little bit more than you do. Wherever it is.
Kelsey, I'm going to put this decision in your hands to start out.
I'm going to go, I'm going to take off B, and I'm going to put A as my number one.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. Interesting. This flight was kind of wild. This may be the best flight that we did in terms of just like how they kind of resonated against each other.
Cheers, TJ.
Whips and chain, the whips and chain, the Rihanna version.
Uncut version.
I'm sure she'll reach out since she knows you're Usher and how you dance and sing.
Hey. No. Got to get us in there one way or another.
All right.
I got my ranking. So
Darrell's
All
before Jeff. What are you doing, Darrell? What are you going with?
I got B as my favorite. A, B, C. Bravo, Alpha, Delta, Charlie.
Okay.
Kelsey, you
And
were
Tom?
A, right? A,
Tom,
Alpha,
my vote's inconsequential, so Tom has all the power here, I think.
B, D.
Yeah, I've not to draw it out, but I do have B over A, and I think that's probably where we end up then, right? With B.
B, A, D, C.
That's where we'll end up. I have B as my number 1 as well,
Bravo.
which puts D as my second place.
D as in Delta.
So, yep.
Interesting.
So what was
So
your?
this is not too close here.
So B, D. I don't know what your last two were because you were.
So my entire order, Darrell, from last to first was C, A, D, and B.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I've got the envelope here, though I think I am kind of confident in my bottle guesses.
I got a bottle guess for B. I got a bottle guess for A, but I just don't know if we threw it in the flight or not. And that's it, I guess.
All right, well, you got to say your bottle guess now, so we got to see if you're right. So
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
I think B is Knob 21. And
Really?
I don't
thought-
think so.
Okay.
Because that's only 100 proof, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought A was if we threw it in there, like one of those the Arctic Spirit thingy. Because I don't
That
remember
was
anything
last
else that was
week.
finished.
that was last week.
Oh, it was last week?
Yeah, the other Arctic Spirit's
Yeah,
really
I don't know.
finished. You wouldn't miss it.
I don't know because it tastes finished, so I don't know what that is. But B, I thought was Knob Creek 21.
Jeff,
Kelsey, Tom, anything that you're zeroing in on?
You-
Say it before the
Hey,
reveal.
Jeff, do you have a Evernorth Night Stalker in there anywhere?
no.
We don't have the Night Stalker in here. We
Okay.
had the Arctic Spirit, which is what we had from Evernorth, but that was in last week's flight.
I
so
think
we know that
A
the Arctic
might have-
Spirit's out.
A seems reminiscent of a Night Stalker to me.
I agree.
Other than that, I've got nothing. I mean, I don't know what's in the pool. Nothing really hopped out at me as uber familiar. Boy, that D one was really interesting.
If it's not
So
Knob,
Yeah, I'm curious to see what B was, what I picked, or what we all picked.
Start with C, Jeffrey. Let's hear what
dude,
C is.
if
Yeah.
B's
Kelsey,
not
any
Knob,
guesses?
No, I have no clue.
So I'll say it out loud now before I open it. I think A is Copper and Cask.
Copper and Cast what?
B, the cigar blend. Cigar blend
Oh,
bourbon.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't had that to know.
I think B is Russell's 13.
Absolutely.
D is Old Dom 8. And I think D is Silver Springs.
There's no way possible that B is freaking Russell's.
I would not be surprised
if we
if
threw
B
a
is
Four
Russell.
Roses Ali in the mix, I would venture to say that. But if it's freaking not Creek 21, dude.
I think B could be a Russell's. Now that you mentioned it,
No,
you've
no
got
way.
a Russell's 13
Absolutely
or 15
no
in
way.
there.
Absolutely no way. No bullshit. Russell's 13. There's no way. How's the proof?
Jeff
Dude,
bottle called
120
every single one.
But it's 120 something
Wow.
proof, dude. That tasted like almost the lowest out of the flight.
The cigar blend, what is your cigar blend, Kelsey? What is the cigar blend? I don't have that bottle anymore. I think that was 120-ish. They are both so similar
That's crazy.
when we went to A and B off the rip. But the age, slowly,
122.2.
they're the same.
122.2.
Yeah,
So-
And that's that is
Okay.
finished. What are the finishes?
So, to be clear, I did the reveal without telling us what
Cognac,
actually won.
sherry, port, and Armagnac.
So all
Oh,
the red
yeah,
wine.
there you go, Darrell. I didn't get any of that.
So, Old Dom 8 came in last. Silver Springs came in third.
Wait,
Copper and
which one was
Cask.
Silver Springs?
No. Copper and Cask came in second, and then Russell's came in first.
Is Silver Springs D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
rye.
it's the rye.
Which-
Minty.
I know, but like,
Durrell.
That tracks,
That's
too,
9944, whatever the original one. That's the original one, huh?
That's the 9950. That's the original one.
Yeah, I don't. It's been so long since I tasted that particular one. I didn't remember all of the cola notes on it.
So B was Russell.
As crazy as we go for Silver Springs, it's also interesting here. A, in a blind, which we have not put Silver Springs through a blind. Came in third. It was our number 1 seed, by the way. And came behind Copper and Cask, but I'm not surprised in the end to see Russell's get elevated and a chance for redemption from last year.
Dude, like,
that's wild. Yeah, if you put that Silver Springs rye in a rye flight, I think your results are different. But with some of these, bourbons, that mint kind of came to the forefront for me.
Yeah, you got a finished bourbon, and then you got an ultra aged bourbon. Before it just, I don't know. It didn't. I don't remember it tasting like that. So
what tasting like what?
The Silver Springs.
Oh.
I don't remember having that much cola and like root beery type of notes to it at all. So
I don't remember Russell's 13 tasting good. I didn't like my 13, the new one, batch 5. Dude, I got rid of it.
Did it say 3?
I love that. I love this year's.
I didn't. Like batch 1 and batch 2 were like so superior for me. Because they had like the 19 and 20-year-old stuff in there. Like this one, it had the higher proof. It was like 127 or something like that. But like, it just didn't have for me what this kind of has in a blind in a sense. Like, but yeah, that's kind of wild. I thought it was Knob Creek 21. So Knob Creek 21.
I can see where you went that direction. There is a note on there that reminds me of a little bit of a like ultra aged Knob Creek, but the 21 to me is way more sweet than that one was.
The entire time. Go on, Tom.
I was just say, looking back at my notes, I mean, lower proof point, bright, fruity, crusher. I mean, that does kind of track with my notes on a Russell's 13.
Yeah.
So I get it, and yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, I had to hide that bottle from Jason Norseman because he drank like a third of the bottle. I'm like, damn, dude, what are you doing?
Hey, those are hard to come by.
He needs more ounces of it just in case it makes the finals, which it did.
Oh, that was good. Like I said, mine wasn't that good by any means.
The Russell's part of it, I mean, they've already seen me flip out. But the entire time in my mind when I was drinking B coming off the whole flight was old. But it's not low enough proof to be Knob Creek. So there's only one other thing it could be. But that's what I was thinking in my head. Like all I was getting was that old or oak, which is just a callback to when we were doing the pick a Copper and Cask, and they gave me an old Dickel, and I couldn't figure out what it was. But I just kept saying
Jeff didn't like the old Dickel.
Old. What is this thing?
Tom, thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. I hope
I appreciate you guys having me on.
Again, and do it in person. So,
man, well, what surprised you about today's flight, Tom? Like as you go through these, tasting these for the first time.
That age just really threw me for a loop. Every time I went back to it, it smelled different, it tasted different, and given that it's a cigar blend with a lot of different finishes, so I guess it makes sense that all of those things were kind of, fighting each other a little bit. But I think the end result was a pretty solid pour. I have not had that one. The Russells I've had. The Old Dom I've never had. And then the Copper and Cask, or not the Copper and Cask, but the Silver Springs with the root beer notes, the cola notes, and a little bit of the mintiness that does make sense because those are things that I've got a few of those myself, and that tracks. A really interesting flight for sure.
We've yet to have now. Darrell and Kelsey, correct me if I'm wrong. We've done this a few times. We've yet to have a rye win a round.
So far, yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we never really throw many in there too, but I don't think we have.
Last year was the year of the rye, though. Like there was like three or four
there were
old ryes last year, and none of them moved on. The New England didn't move on. The OKI didn't move on. There was the Traverse City didn't move on,
which was a killer. That was a killer pour by itself. And I think, Tom, if you would try the if you have any of the 8-year left, try it by itself in a different setting. It's a very good whiskey. I just think, like I said, I think the A and B really affected it major time.
What was D and C? D and B, sorry.
Do what, Darrell?
D and B.
D was Silver Springs. B was Russell's 13.
Silver Springs. Just right in here.
Yeah, I've got an older Russell's 13, but not the one from last year. Is that the one that we just put in? Was the one from last year specifically?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the one.
It was the spring. It was the spring release from last year.
I did not like that one that much. Like it was just okay for me. But today in this fight, it actually tasted really, really good.
You know, there's no replacing age and good whiskey at some point, especially good bourbon. So I think that's a learning for us across this. I mean, the brands that we're in tonight, by the way, are like our brands. Like this is like a spot on flight right here. But Russell's did good. So we got an upset though, because Russell's was technically a 2 seed. So that moves on then to go against the Drum Key and the Jack Daniels Tanyard Hill Rye. So we've got, wow, that's actually kind of interesting too, guys. We got 2 legacy distillers against Jason's blend thus far. We'll see what emerges next week. But that's shaping up to be an interesting Final Four.
Yep.
Tune in.
All right. So, everybody, head over to Jason's. I'm implying that he's going live. He's going live, right, Darrell? Is he on your screen? All right, he's on the TV up there. If you get a bigger TV in that corner, I can see it. So, go head over to Jason's and root on everybody that is in Blend again tonight. Darrell, are you in there?
I'm the last week of the first round, so week 6.
All right, so
I got 2 more weeks.
You're 6. All right. Root for all those week 4 competitors, and we'll catch you on the next Whiskey Wednesday.
Cheers, gang.
Cheers, everybody.